Welcome back, everybody, to another F1 24 driver career mode episode. Today, heading off to Brazil for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. First, we have a secret meeting, so let's jump on into it. So let's jump into the secret meeting. We're going to decline any future talks. Like we've been talking about here, we're really set up well for next season. So we'd be replacing Ricardo. So we'd be gaining some recognition, that sort of thing. But I think we're going to decline the offer. We're just set up a lot better overall. Granted, they're not getting hit as hard. No, they're getting hit harder with the new regulations. They're getting hit even harder. And we've got more upgrades applied, so we're going to decline talks. I don't think there's anything else worth doing here. We're going to decline. We're going to hopefully continue our career with Alpine, however you want to say it.
Been chatting with some of the team highlights, and they're delighted with the loyalty you're showing the team and the project.
I think that's our best move
Now's a good time to ask
going
for
forward.
bonus, or a boat, or whatever it is you people get up to out of the car.
Yeah. I don't think in terms of our
If you're on a
contract.
deal, you can break your contract. As you might expect, teams do not want you doing that, and will treat you as if you've been fired. In short, you'll be off the Christmas list. This will hurt your recognition, both with this team.
Yes. But not anything that we can do right now. There's nothing to do there. Let's check the messages. We still have this rivalry. Let me get the specialist real quick. Do that. Do that one. Do that one. And do that one as well. I'm going to. We're all good in terms of redevelopments here. Actually, let's get this intercooler upgrade going. That's been waiting for a while. Next episode, maybe we'll have enough for the ERS upgrade. I wanted to get an upgrade in the works here. Ocon's been very busy in terms of all the durability upgrades. That's going to be huge heading next season. We're going to have a lot of upgrades underneath our belt as we've redeveloped everything. We're going to be able to charge forward in the next season. In terms of what's in progress, I've got one. Ocon's got one. Sorry, performance isn't necessarily there right now, but should be there heading into next season. In terms of the engine parts, I'm going to be changing out some of them in between practice and qualifying, because some of them are starting to get worn. And hopefully that will get me to the end of the season. Hopefully I don't have to take any grid penalties at like Abu Dhabi. That'd be kind of unfortunate to finish out the season, but yeah, we'll have Brazil, then Las Vegas, then Qatar, and then Abu Dhabi to finish out the season. So let's advance here. I don't believe this is a sprint race. Maybe it is. Guess we could go to our tire allocation. It's not going to tell me from here, is it? So I guess we'll see when we get there. But let me jump into practice, and we'll have to qualify. So didn't do the best in terms of SQ1. So go ahead and record SQ2 here, but it has started to rain, so it could be very interesting here to see how we do. Heading into this one, so we're going to hope we have one of the first times out here before it gets super slick. Because dries are still the way to go here at the moment, but it's only going to get more and more slick out. And if we can be one of the first people out, then we will be okay. I think really if we're within one of the first 10 to run, then we'll be okay. Anything past that is going to be a bit of a struggle. So I also feel like we do have a bit of an advantage here in the wet, just because I feel like we handled the wet really well, but could make the race very interesting here, or the sprint very interesting. 8th there. We'll see here. See if we can keep that. I think we're going to be fine here. Ocon's just above us. So everyone run. Just 2 people's. I don't think anybody's running another lap though. At least nothing that's faster. So I think we're going to be okay. We are indeed okay. Ocon also makes it in. So we'll move on to SQ3. See what we've got here. Let's take a look at the session. It's dried off. We're going to be out on the softs now. See what we can do. Oh, it's dried up. Perfect. Just a little rain shower. It does look rainy for the sprint though, so that'll be something to note. So let's back off the ERS here for now. I think that's going to be important to have for the back end of this flying lap. See what we can do here. Probably not need to go down quite that far. Should be alright. Ocon with the fastest lap here so far. Piastri now with the fastest lap. I've not run on softs all weekend so far, so this will be very interesting to see how we get through here. All the ERS that we can use here is going to be used. We come up towards the line. 5th, just behind Ocon actually. So, ooh, actually we're back in 10th. We're not running the fastest around here. I forgot to switch out components. I guess I can switch those out before the next session. Yeah, I'm kind of locked in the park for me, so it's not worth me running again. We're wearing our tires. Hopefully we can make up some spots in the sprint. But let's head there now. Once we figure out everyone else is going out again, I don't feel like it's worth it. We're at the back of the grid. Well, not back of the grid, back of the session. So, I know there's time on the table there yet, but we're not going to worry about it. At least for the sprint. Get some pace to go up. And now let's see how the sprint goes. Let's jump on into it.
It's wet here today and we're expecting those downpours to continue. This will make for a difficult sprint for all the teams. Interlagos, always a very special race here in Brazil. It's a 2.7-mile circuit with 9 left turns and 6 right turns for a total of 15 corners. It's a wet one today as well, so grip and visibility will be at a premium, and the drivers will need to be careful coming up the hill in Sector 3, the scene of many an accident over the years. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Sainz, Leclerc, Hamilton, Stroll, Oscar Piastri, Ocon, Perez, Benjamin, Fernando Alonso, Hülkenberg, Norris, Ricciardo, Albon, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Sargent, Bottas, and Zhou Guanyu. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And striding into our commentary box to join us today, the man, the myth, the legend, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Now, sadly, things didn't work out for them last time. It was a bad race. Question is, though, can they recover today?
Yes, they can, Crofty. You've got to put it behind you. Whatever happened last time, I was always told as a driver, park it, forget about it. Obviously, feel the pain when it happens, but then you can't dwell on it and carry that through to the next race. So put it behind you and just crack on with this race coming your way now.
So looking like a full wet race. Sure is. Let's jump on into the sprint. Hopefully we can do well here in the wet. I think this is somewhere where we can do well, especially in the wet conditions, where I seem to excel just a little bit compared to the AI, though not initially. It's not a great getaway for me here, as it is very wet out here indeed. Almost too much for even the wet tires to handle. Trying to use some ERS here. We're going to go out the inside of Ocon. Get that pass done. We're slipping and sliding all over the place. And we just gotta learn how to get a handle on it. I think we can, once we get the feel for everything, we can start out braking some of these AI into the corners as we learn to deal with some of the adverse weather. Possible move to be done here on Perez, as he's going to slide. We're going to slide it. We send her down, and next to Perez there.
The start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
Try to catch up to the guys in front of us. It's going to be hard to do though. Gotta use a lot of ERS here. Try to catch up. Though I think we'll be able to catch up through the corners around here. If we can do a good job of that, we should be good. I may also be looking at some increased downforce going into qualifying and the actual race. That's something I was kind of looking at in the SQ3 3. I couldn't do it at that point. I was already locked in the park for me. So I do need to make that change, I think. I think we're strong enough on the straightaways, but I'm struggling for some downforce for all the rest of it. So I'm thinking I'm going to be going to an increased downforce setup. Sacrifice a little bit of speed. We can use the ERS for that. But I don't feel great on the corners for a lot of these. So I'm going to be looking at increasing some downforce for the main event. Hopefully that's going to help me.
No need to worry
It's
about
mostly
the tire
just
position for now. Everything's looking good.
the main straightaway, as well as this little short shoot. It's still a fairly long straightaway.
Green flag.
That could be a problem. We've got caution back behind us. Be interesting to see if we see a safety car or even a virtual safety car here in a sprint. Would not appear so.
Patch on its way. There's about 10 more minutes of this rain.
Yeah, we're not going to get to that. And it's still going to be too wet even at that point. To even warrant changing tires, so we just keep trucking along. Hulkenberg looking for some points here.
Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy.
But I think as long as we can hold him off during the straightaway, we're going to be okay. I've got ERS saving for everywhere else in the lap. Lots of off throttle time, so we're going to be more than fine through there. Car is getting a little squirrely under the ERS, but that's not completely unexpected. Have it charging right now. Everyone else is pulling away, but that's fine. So we're over a quarter of the way through this race already. That is the nice thing about having the sprint races, is the fact that they're nice and short. I do enjoy having the longer races though. Just because there is a possibility for some two-stop strategy to come into play. It's not always at play. It's Hamilton pits. What are they doing? Are they going to inters? They're going to the inters. Very interesting. We're going to try our luck out here on the wets. It may not be the right call, but we're going to try it for sure. I think if we can gain some spots this way,
we could probably get away with intermediate tyres now. You're going to find it harder and harder to keep the wets cool from here, but the inters should be easier.
I think we're running on few enough laps, so we're going to try it. We can always just hold up the train, as Ocon just locked up or something. I'm not sure what happened there, but he's gone now. I understand it's going to be hard to keep the wets cool, but at the same time they should be gaining some traction. I'm not going to worry about it at this point. Really. I'm fine with just running these things out. And I think that's kind of what I'm seeing from these cars in front as well. Not Okay, Ocon's in the
beware
pits
the car
now.
behind is catching you by 5/10 a lap. 5/10.
That's fine. They're all in wet still. That's the other thing is they're giving me a good buffer here. We're almost halfway through this race. Actually use a little bit here. I forgot to use some down that straightaway. But we can use some here.
A few teams seem to be putting intermediates on now. Come on, let's go and switch over if you need to.
I don't feel like I need to though. And yes, there's more of a dry line forming. Again, I don't feel like it's the end of the world to stay out here. Our tire wear, our rear tire wear is obviously more, but we are essentially halfway through this race. I don't feel like we're going to be hurting that bad. Again, I don't know where. I don't think Verstappen or Leclerc, who just set
0 seconds.
the fastest laps, have pitted. So they should be up towards front. Okay, there's Hamilton. I think that's the first car that I've seen who's on the enters who's had the fastest lap. So I think we're going to be fine in all reality. I'm going to try to hold Norris off here. I know I'm not running the fastest right now, but we're kind of in a dead zone anyways. I'm willing to take some risks to go for some extra points here. I'm not really going to catch anybody in front of me in terms of the standings. There's not really anybody that close behind me either, so we'll just keep running this thing out till we mess up. I don't know if that mess up's going to be a strategy or just making a mistake. I just set my fastest lap. Granted, it's at least 2 seconds slower than the fastest lap of the race. But again, I want some more downforce around here. Yeah, we're only about 2 seconds off the fastest laps. So, do some here as well. Ocon with the fastest lap now. But there's no point for fastest lap in the sprint anyways, so yeah, I don't feel like the payoff is there for moving to an inter tire, especially not once you add a pit stop time in there. Yeah, a little squirrely getting to the ERS there. I'm actually running kind of low on ERS. Flood out of it. Trying to check everyone up. Oh, we got a little squirrely there. Okay, now we're almost 3 seconds slow a lap. Which is going to be... Don't do that.
Okay,
Send this back a little bit.
Some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment. Just be careful.
I kind of wanted a VSC out of that. Okay, I want to hang on to my last spot on the points, because Norris took a stupid dive. way, you almost made the car stick a little bit better though, so.
Right, we need to get past here. Use
Thank you.
overtake. Use overtake.
Again, we're going to use up a lot of ERS here. We're burning up the rear tires, but that's fine. We've got 3 laps left. I'm not really concerned about tire wear. Now there are some fast laps being set behind us. But I don't believe they're being... I've not seen intermediate tires directly behind us. I think they're right there. And close to us. But I've not actually seen them, so... At this point, it's too late to go to an inter tire. We just gotta run the wets till the end of the race and be fine with that. I mean, we're sending faster and faster sectors.
Tire wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Yep. By keeping
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please.
taking care of them,
2.3
just
seconds.
keep sliding them. I can do that. Albon may have a good run on me here. Depending. Yeah, he's going to have a good run here. We're going to be out of ERS for this other straightaway. Kind of checked him up there a little bit though.
The underbody's taken a little damage, just watch out for it.
It's fine. He's going to have a run here. Wow. Ocon now at the fastest lap. Yeah, there's cars right here with some intermediates. I see a Mercedes. I'm guessing that's Hamilton. But I don't think they're going to be able to get past this. I'm saving a lot of ERS right now. Be able to defend down the straightaways. And for the rest of this, they're tying enough corners that they can't really get past. There's not any great passing zones around here. You can kind of just stay in line and be fine. Or you can just defend the line and be fine not to be overtaken. So, last lap of the race. Let's hang on to these points here. Use it up here. Again, Ocon was about a lap behind the rest of these guys. That's why he's so far back from everyone else. That's why I really didn't want to try to pick, because I was just a little bit behind the dive on Hamilton. I wouldn't have, it would have been the next lap. Ocon and I would have been double stacked. Just would not have been a good idea, so Verstappen wins. If there was even 5 laps more, the cars on inters had the way to go. With it being only 12 laps, there wasn't enough time to make the inters worth it. So we're going to pick up 1 point here.
Race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
From the sprint, we'll head off to qualifying. I need to replace some parts here, that sort of thing. Some engine components. I need to switch the vehicle setup, so we're better in the race. But yep, 1 point, and we'll head off to the race weekend. See how this affects the ratings. Everything should go up just a little bit. Why did my pace go down? Focus goes up. Why did my... Oh, my margin of fastest lap was way down. That's fine. We didn't lose that much off of it. That's something that's been pretty high anyways. Again, I'll do the same kind of format for this qualifying as what I did last. So let me jump in to qualifying. So a great idea here to add some downforce to the system. As it's starting to rain again in Q2. Again, it was dry during Q1. Q2 looks fairly dry, or it's looking like it could get wet, but I definitely feel more confident around here with the increased downforce compared to what I was running. So, plus it's going to help me in the wet compared to those who are running, however they're running. The increased downforce is going to help me around the corners with the rain. So, I do think it's the right call for around here, especially with how much rain we know we can end up getting around here. So, we'll see what sort of lap we can put down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be, we're in 8th right now. So, not great. But I do think as the rain is starting up, that may be about the best lap anyone can put down. We'll see. Yeah, they're way off. Down the... This could put... like Perez and Verstappen outside. It's going to put Piastri outside. We could have a wild top 10 shootout. We got Albon up here. We got Hulkenberg. I think both Red Bulls are going to be out of this thing. I think we're going to be safe. I know it's shining out. I'm not going to run another lap. There's nobody else is running another lap either. Yeah, we just made it into Q3 just fine. Even with the not best lap, both the Red Bulls are out by 1.2 seconds to Russell. So let's move into Q3. Very interesting turn of events here. We could be up the order here a little ways. Let's just head straight out. Again, we've kind of seen rain. Actually, we're out on enters. We'll run a lap on these, but I may look at doing some softs here. A late run on the softs. If it's looking more dry at that point. It looks really dry right now. I'm not feeling slippage at all. Though DRS is disabled still. So that's very interesting. And though it's not very wet, DRS is disabled. It's going to be really important to have good deploy with our ERS. Ocon with the fastest lap so far. We're gonna run faster than he was. Okay, now we've got some other drivers running some faster laps. We'll see. Now DRS is enabled. That could probably quite easily give me the fastest lap. Just right off the bat. Yeah, we're going to run a lap on softs, I think, for sure. Pull it right out of the gate there. I think we're going to smash this thing if we got DRS here. Albon's even been out on the softs. But I didn't have the DRS 6 right out the gate. When he returns to the garage. And throwing some softs here. We don't have much time. We need to be on the dries. Do we not have... Oh, we don't have a fresh set. Dang it. That's alright. We're gonna be good here. We're gonna wait as long as possible. Stilson in 6th. I expect everyone to go back out here though. If not, they're insane for not doing so. We're waiting until about 3 minutes left. Yep, there they go. Let's go out. Need to wait for the track to dry out as much as possible. But can't wait too long. Go here. Up until we hit that. We're allowed to charge. Okay, hit the hot lap now. I overshot the corner a little bit. It's alright though. Going to come down to the slap. Where we place. We're going to be up multiple seconds. Just moving from the wet to slicks. It's a good corner there. Qualifying is now complete. Could have gone out almost a minute later. We're going to fly down this straightaway here. Could use just a little bit more deploy late. Where does that put us? 10th. I just did not have a great lap there. It's unfortunate. We'll take it though. At least we made it into the shootout. I don't think there was a second there, but there was definitely a couple more attempts, so oh well. We'll keep advancing here. Still going to be higher than what we're projected to be. So let's move on to the race now and get that underway. Let me see how many laps we got. We've got 36 laps. It's going to be a long race here. We'll see what we can do. Let's jump on into it.
Welcome along then to where heroes and history are made. It's where the 2008 title was decided in the very final corner. And just 1 year later, Jenson Button stormed through from 14th on the grid to claim his one and only Drivers' Championship. It's time then for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Interlagos, always a very special race here in Brazil. It's a 2.7 mile circuit with 9 lefts and 6 rights for a total of 15 corners. The fastest lap today should have an average speed of around 135 miles per hour, if, of course, the weather stays dry until the end of the Grand Prix. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. An immense lap from Fernando Alonso yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Russell, Sainz, Stroll, Hülkenberg, Norris, Albon, Benjamin, Perez, Leclerc, Magnussen, Ricciardo, Joe, Ocon, Bottas, Sargent, Verstappen, Oscar Piastri and Yuki Tsunoda. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
So as we jump in here at Brazil, let's just go for the one stop, start the race. Be interesting to see if we get any safety cars. Not uncommon to see here. Long red light. But we are away. Bit of an evasive maneuver there from the beginning. And we are up many positions here early. Hit the ERS here as we go down the straightaway. We're up in the fourth. Very good getaway from us there. And this is where that increased downforce is going to help me. Not only on the start, but also through these corners, which we have a lot of around here. So you can already see I'm getting through the corners a lot better than some of these other drivers. We're able to go just a bit later into some of the corners than the AI. I took a dive there, trying to get into the podium positions already. And we are there. We'll leave the Mercedes to go fight each other for positions. Maybe even pull away from them here. We'll have to see though. Signs with the lead early. I need to get through those first couple of corners just a little bit better, but we are within DRS range of Alonso. That helps us out here, and maybe outside of range from Russell, so very interesting there. A little bit of something kicked up there from Alonso. If he wants to go take a dive on Sainz, he can be my guest. Let them battle it out. Bring those two cars back towards me, because I don't think I've got the raw speed to catch up with them, but they're going to battle. May bring ourselves into this fight here, so sticking with them here. Use some ERS here. We're right there for the deploy mark. Russell is within range of us, unfortunately, but maybe we can pull away a little bit here. We have the fastest lap of the race, and Alonso and Sainz are going to battle. It's going to maybe open up the door for us here. We'll see who's got the... Do neither of them have it? I don't think either of them had the DRS. It may have been a tie going across the line. We'll open up the ERS here. No can do. We'll have to rely on Sainz to chase down Alonso now, if he can. Keep moving here. We're right in the heat of this battle, but we have also allowed everyone else to come back into this battle as well. Stick with Sainz here. Use up some ERS up until the deploy. Now we're going back out of that ERS. It's going to pull away from us some as Russell has a head full of steam. We'll block that off. A little bit off circuit there, but it's alright. Get back to the DRS. I need to save some ERS. And caution up ahead, maybe? Or is it behind? It's behind us. I need to get rid of the medium deploy I've been using. I need to be saving as much as possible. Lewis Hamilton is out of the session. I need to work on catching up the signs here. So using up some of that extra ERS that we've got at the moment to close that gap. Need to stay within that 1 second mark. The line isn't till up here, so it's going to be a little bit tricky. But we are getting through that last corner pretty well. We're going to be able to have it here. Now we got to defend against Russell. Need to use some here. We're going to pinch him to the outside. So we're going to take a look down the inside. Oh, I overshot just a little bit because I was paying too much attention to him. We are still within range of signs at the line there. He's going after Alonso, and I need to catch back up. We lost a lot of time that last lap trying to fend off Russell, so we're going to try and make up this time. But we may be too far away unless they start battling again, which I would welcome with open arms, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Just need to save up the ERS to defend here, as Russell is going to have a very fast car here, so we're going to try wait. Nope, he is on it already. We'll just use it now. That car is already going to be faster because I'm guessing he's running a balanced setup versus my increased downforce, which means we are faster through the corners, but not on the straightaways. We're going to be tough out here as well.
Okay, mate, we need to save up some ERS.
Yeah, we will.
Charging it up, please.
There we go. Stroll's gone by Russell there.
Okay, nice work.
Keep doing
Really
our
good
job.
for that target,
Just
mate.
charging up the ERS. I feel more comfortable. I guess I'm not sure if I feel more comfortable with Stroll behind me or not. Alonso is the one in the lead, Stroll's teammate, so maybe I don't feel the best about having that Aston Martin right behind me. It's kind of a toss-up, to be honest. So, using up all the ERS deploy we can here. Kind of pinch him out. A little bit of contact there. We'll make a dive. Oh, and we spun it. That is my fault. I got on the curb and slung it sideways.
Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
Minor damage here. We have the DRS here though. But we are back in the thick of things. We've got to try to get clear of some of these guys. So we've got pace. It's just a matter of seeing what we can do with some wing damage. I got on the throttle when I was on that curb, and that just hurt me just a little bit. So we spun it. Magnussen may be a car that falls back to us here. Just naturally. He's got soft tires on it, on his car. So that could benefit me here. Making sure we stay within range of him. We have to use up all our ERS here. Plus have the DRS. Okay, we've got slipstream now. Let's save up
Okay,
some
so
of that
leading our teammate
ERS.
by 2.0 seconds.
And maybe not the best move there. Oh, we're struggling through there. As we have no one to get DRS off of ourselves. And Perez has now gone past Magnussen. So maybe that idea to go to softs already not paying off for Magnussen. Because he started out in the top 10 and not sure that decision to go to the softs was the right one. But we're going to be a little bit slow with our wing damage here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to hold off Perez long term. I don't think we can catch Hulkenberg. Actually, it's Hulkenberg that started on the top 10. So actually Magnussen was having a good run there to catch up using some softs. It may still work out for him. I'm not sure if he's on that two-stop strategy that we saw for us at the beginning of the race or something similar. It'll be very interesting to see if we're aware of him making a second pit stop or not later in the race. So Perez sails on by us, kind of stick the nose in there as a kind of question to see if we could get back past them. Seems as though we can. And we're back moving. Still in 7th. We may, if we can get a safety car, we're definitely going to replace the wing. If we don't, it's questionable whether we replace that front wing. I definitely feel like we're going to be a lot faster with it than without it. Oh, I forgot to deploy here. We're going to need that. We may still be able to defend here, having as much ERS as we do right now. Kind of force Perez wide there. We're going to have plenty that we can deploy here as well. Magnussen gets moving up through the pack again, maintaining the spots. Got to defend down the inside here. Sinclair now gets by. I feel like we keep hurting Magnussen in terms of his run, but just got to defend for the spots that I can maintain at the moment. So not feeling great with the amount of ERS that we've got at the moment, but should be okay. Yeah, we'll be alright. Especially if we can wait just a little bit to deploy. Nope, we cannot. We wait a little bit, but not much down this straightaway. Deploy all the way down. A little pinch. And a little contact there as well. That was probably my best turn one of the entire race weekend. That was pretty solid. Use ERS here again. So I've got DRS. Try to charge that ERS up as much as possible. We'll even coast it up in through here some. Try to gain just a little bit extra. I think we're going to be sitting pretty well this lap. Heading down that front straightaway. Going to gain quite a bit into this corner. Got a good release out of there. We're deploying now. We'll use ours now. Very nice. Another big run by him. Really trying to get past us here. I can't do anything about that though. We have a lockup. That may open up the door for us here. We can get a good run here. It's not going to be enough. Might get good enough of a run. Oh, he slammed on the brakes right in front of us. If we had a little bit better of a run, we could have done something there, but just could not. We're still sitting with the fastest lap of the race, though. So that's a bonus point. As long as we can keep it in the top 10. Need to try to stick with Leclerc here. Though I get the feeling that he's just going to kind of pull away. I'm actually fine with Magnussen just kind of hanging out behind us. Yeah, I can't stick with Leclerc. I'm not the best on ERS here. I can probably save some here while he catches up. Okay, I can pull it now. I'd actually hold up Perez more than Magnussen. Oh, buddy, don't block me like that. Oh, we're in the grass. And I think I can hold Magnussen off just a little bit better than
1.9 seconds.
Perez. Just because he's in a slower car, but he can't be making stupid moves on me like he just did. I'm the one who's going to cause everything to spread out. Granted, everybody's stacked up behind me, but in terms of...
Be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
Yeah, we've started to notice that already. Good charge there. Honestly, if I can get good enough runs down these straightaways, I may be able to slowly pull away from Magnussen. Maybe. It'd take a lot of work to do so. But maybe possible, depending on how those softs wear. Problem is he's got the double DRS zone. There's another caution back behind us. Perez sent it down the inside of Magnussen, sent it on the outside of us. Actually, the inside. We're going. Oh, can't get down there.
You can win that place back.
No, I can't. That was a good, well-timed move. Piastri's out of the session. He even had grid penalties at the beginning of this thing, so very interesting there. I could really use a safety car to save myself some time on pit road. That's what I could really use right now. Again, it wasn't close enough to Perez for any sort of help down the straightaway. We're just now approaching our window. I feel like I should be pitting maybe next lap. That would put me at
okay, mate. Any more front wing damage and it's going to really
20 laps.
So please, let's protect it and bring the car home.
Versus 16. Because I think we're still... It's only having me push a... It's going to put me at 19 laps versus... What, 17? I guess that's not the end of the world. Alright.
Okay,
We'll keep
gap
going here.
ahead, 2.5 seconds.
We'll follow the suggested. Or whatever it's going to give me here. Trying to get pulled away. Hopefully pit stops should help with it. But Magnussen pits now. That's not completely surprising. We'll have to see how we compare to him after pit stop cycle. That could be very close. Ocon's, who had a grid penalty, took a 5-spot grid penalty. Probably just replaced. Maybe change the setup. I'm not sure. Because I thought all engine components were 10 a piece. So maybe the setup change, which kind of makes sense considering that it was kind of rainy and this in some of the sessions, so maybe that's it. So Ploy, I don't think you can really get away from Albon. They're pretty close to us in terms of performance. Plus, the Williams has straight line speed. Yeah, we need to block off that inside.
Pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap.
We're going to be set up terribly for the second straightaway.
The car behind's gaining on you by 0.5 a lap.
Yeah, I know. I'm not set up well at all. We had another car peel off. Not sure what car that was. Oh, come on, Albon. I was trying to do a crossover. I'm slowly losing more and more points throughout this race. I think we can get Albon back on pit road as long as the crew doesn't have a problem. I feel like with where we're pitting though compared to some of the other guys, Ocon's going to get shot in the foot with that strategy.
In this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
So ERS all the way down the straightaway, trying to gain as much time as we can. We've even got some DRS.
You only have to stop once now. One stop left.
Yep, I'm aware. Yeah, Perez is long gone.
Okay, off we go. Back into
Come
the
on,
race.
let me out.
That was a
Oh,
fantastic
Albon
stop.
had a good
Faster
stop
than
as
we were
well.
expecting.
I couldn't get the release, but he still would have been out in front of us, I think.
Look after these tyres now. You wanna finish the race
Verstappen's
with this
running a little bit different strategy. He's out in front of us. Though, with having that grid penalty, plus bad qualifying, they may have given it to Perez to run the optimized strategy with. These guys might be on the same strategy we are. We may have lost quite a few spots. And if we did, there's really nothing I can do about it. I don't think I can quite run down an RB. Maybe with there being a Williams in front of them. No, I need that for... We're going to use all that ERS down here. We're going to have DRS as well. Ricardo has it, but it's not going to matter. We're going to go to the outside of him here. Sail our way past them. We're going to have DRS on Joe here. We're going to be out of ERS, but shouldn't matter. We should be able to keep up with Joe on this lap until we get back to some DRS. Otherwise, we'll have to find creative ways to use that ERS to catch back up to him, like here. Yeah, we're going to have to. We're going to have to hope that we can catch up enough. Using it. We got it. Okay. And we may have put enough of a gap on Ricardo. He may not have it. I'm not sure. We're completely out of
Nice work. That's why I love working with you.
ERS. We may not have it on Joe here. Oh, it's close. Nope, we don't have it here. That's unfortunate. But I think we did finally hit our little dead zone that I was trying to find. I'm wondering. I think we've got some people running two-stop here. I do believe. I suppose I could be wrong about that, but I think that's what we've got going on here. Because I did see that Verstappen was on the mediums when we went by. So unless he ran the hards at the beginning, we may be looking at some different strategies here. That may not work out the best for us. So Ocon's trying to work on Ricardo right now.
Back by about 3/10 a lap. Well done.
But we do find ourselves in a bit of a dead space at the moment. Between Ocon's actually catching us now. We may let him on by. Not that I want to. He's already got a bunch of finishes better than us. But we are technically winning the rivalry. No sense in really holding them up. It's just going to be a matter of trying to get away from Ricardo again. He's bringing Ricardo right to us. If we time it right, he may not. We may be able to keep our gap to Ricardo. It was going to come down to how we get through here. We may be able to train away from him. Oh, it's going to be close. I don't think we quite got it though. I think Ricardo's got DRS on him. But we may be able to get away from him in this next straightaway. Yeah, we can. Perfect. We're going to use up here. So let me go a little wide here for Mr. Ocon. We've got the gap back to Ricardo. I think I can maintain that. We'll let Ocon go up ahead. I don't think there's any sense in trying to fight him. He might as well try to go get points for the team. Not that he's in more dire need of points than I am for sure. So as long as we can stick within DRS range of him here, hopefully. Maybe he can pull us along for a little bit. Should be helpful. Sure does. Very nice. We'll stick behind him here, no problem. But hopefully he can give us a bit of a tug for at least a lap or two. Give us a good buffer to Ricardo back behind us. I don't think those RBs are going to be able to touch us. But we'll see here. And it feels good to be in front of the RBs after we just declined going to the team for the next season. And yeah, it just gives us some satisfaction that we are, even though they're better than us on paper, Ocon and I are still running better than they are. So I definitely think I made the right decision there. Where both Alpines are in front of both RBs, and we're still pulling time over them.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap. Well done.
Exactly. Actually, Tsunoda does seem to be faster than Ricardo. Somehow we got DRS there. I'm not sure how that happened. Maybe it was all that DRS down.
Okay, mate. Esteban ahead.
No.
Get past as soon as possible and get on with our race.
It's not going to happen. I can't. Unless you give team orders, I'm not faster than he is. If you want to give team orders and let me by, which I think is not a good idea, but if you so choose, we can do that. In terms of raw speed, that's not going to happen. Sonoda's caught up to me. He's going to get on by me. He could have been a teammate. We declined the talks. We're committing ourselves to
Okay, information on Bottas.
Yeah, we're committing ourselves to the Alpine team for next season. I may have been able to gap Sonoda there, but with our wing damage, it's not going to matter. We're just a little bit too slow through the middle of this track for it to make any difference. So, I guess the other way that we could overtake Ocon is if he has an engine failure, but I doubt that happens. He has dumped a lot of resource points into that engine. So, my hope is that I don't have an engine failure. I just put in some new parts. I don't think it should happen, but you never know at the same time. Let's try to, yeah, we're not going to be able to fend off Yuki. We left the door open. That was a bit of a gutsy move, but we're going to pull it out. Yeah, we're definitely not catching up to Ocon there, especially with that little move that we just had to pull. And Ricardo's pulling back up a little bit, so definitely seems to be slow. Maybe he's got a little bit of wing damage like I do. And we're going to get, I think, absolutely swarmed here from Sonoda. We'll use up all our ERS, that sort of thing. But maybe worth just letting him by here. He is a little bit faster. I just want to maintain my
Keep on him, he might make a mistake.
Position to Ricardo. I don't want to let Ricardo pass unless he's just absolutely 100% faster than I am. And Sonoda may be just slow enough. No, he's not. I was going to say, he may be just slow enough that I can just kind of toe off of him, but it does not appear that way. And we're not doing terrible through here, but he also made up a lot of time on me once he got past Ricardo. He made up a lot of time and not many laps, so he even got out of the DRS range there. So I just need to maintain to Ricardo. I can't be losing too many spots though, because I'm guessing about 15th is my expected position. So I need that. I probably need to try to stay in 15th so my focus stat does not go down.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
Honestly, I'd kind of I'd go for a safety car right now. I'd pit, go to softs, fix the wing damage, restart in 19th, only lose 4 spots, and have much fresher tires than the rest of the field. But I kind of doubt that's going to happen. I think everyone's very spread out. It'd take a big wreck from somebody in order to have that. So.
What we needed, I'm afraid, but listen, don't worry about it. It's a long way to go, so let's just focus until the end.
We've still got 8 laps to go here in the race. Just kind of maintain a gap to Ricardo at the moment. Not really making up any time, not really losing any time. It's just kind of fluctuating that gap.
Manage your tires.
Depending on where we're at on track at the moment. So through here he's been catching up a little bit. It's been pretty close by the time we get to DRS straight, but not quite close enough to get DRS. And then we open up the ERS and fly away. Like here he's going to get pretty close. Not as close as he was last lap. And we've done a good job. Nope, there he goes. Trying to catch up. But with our ERS open, not really able to do anything. We're off here. I think we also gain a little bit through here. For sure we gained through there. We're cornering just a little bit better than he is. I think he's using a little bit of ERS there. So we're just maintaining. I think even if he were to get past us momentarily, we would be able to get back past him as long as we had the DRS. So we were behind him earlier, seemed slower than us. I think that is the case. Still, as considering that we are still pulling away on some of the straights with the ERS. I think if we have the DRS as well, we're going to be really good compared to him. So he's not within range for ERS there. He shouldn't be. So deploying here. I think he's staying consistent. We've got 6 laps to go here. On the curve just a little bit there. Using ERS through here. And I'm starting to run low. On the ERS, we're trying to pull away. He may be able to get within DRS range this lap though. It's going to take some good driving from me in order to prevent that. And putting real in the grass is not going to do that for me. So he's going to have ERS here, or DRS, sorry.
5 seconds.
We are both pulling away from Sargent though, which is good. And I may be able to time this so that on the last lap I can get by him still. Or we're just going to kind of get stuck where I'm using ERS, he's using DRS. I'm fine, but we'll see here. Takes a look there, no can do. 5 laps to go. We're going to defend this position hard. I don't want to drop back any more than what I'm already at. Which I know may get me into trouble, but it's what I feel I need to do, so. I suppose the other thing I could do is in a way let him by before the DRS detection point and come flying back past them with DRS and ERS open. Thing is, I don't think I can quite get past them, even with both those open, before the start-finish line for the last lap. So I think it's just going to be some heavy defending. The AI usually don't have that much era saved for the last little bit, not the last half of the last lap. So that may be able something where I'm just able to kind of pull away in that DRS zone because he's got no ERS to pair with it. But I know the EA and Codemasters are also working on some of those finicky things as well to try to help with that. So coming to 3 laps to go. Ooh, we're actually a little bit low on fuel. Why has it not been alerting me of this? Okay, so we need to be saving fuel on top of all this. Maybe lifting and coasting into some of these corners. Why was I not aware of this all race long? That's going to make this job even harder. I need to be focusing on short shifting. And I can kind of just hold Ricardo up, I think. I need to not let sit at RPMs. And really being off by a hundredth or two on the last lap wouldn't be the end of the world. We could probably coast that. But with being in this battle with Ricardo, it wouldn't be ideal.
Teammate ahead of us, 10.9 seconds. Okay, here's the gap.
Coasting big time into that corner.
8.7 seconds.
Making up about 500ths there. It's going to take I need to start short shifting some more. I need to not rev up all the way before I shift. And I shift like right as it turns to purple on screen. I also need to not downshift so far. And Sargent has caught up massively with my fuel saving efforts. Well, the ERS did not really charge up all that much there. It's kind of weird. A little bit short still. I think we're going to be in like 1/100th short.
Final lap.
Two 100ths. Alonso wins. I think. Oh, we've got to defend hard here. I think we can save later in the lap. I can be up 5 or 6 tenths here. We'll be fine. Four, 3, 5. I think we're going to be good here. These all deploy. I think they're going to be out at ERS 2 to the good. Low fuel mode. Oh, that was
And that's the end of the race.
almost
See you
really
tomorrow,
bad.
May.
still eke out 15th. Maybe I should have replaced the front wing. Max Verstappen gets driver of the day. So he drove up through the backfield.
Another year of Formula One draws to a close,
and he wins Drivers' Championship.
Drivers' Champion is declared. Another
I don't think the
list of the sport's most incredible drivers. Here comes the checkered flag.
The constructors has not been decided, but Verstappen wins the Drivers' Championship 4 races early, so he must have him. He's got to have about 100-point lead then. So 1 point on the weekend, not ideal there. I skipped past point where I could grab thumbnails. And we've got another championship rivalry with Stroll. I didn't realize he was that close to us again. So we do need to focus on getting some more points there. We've got a heated rivalry now. Keep advancing here. It's also heated for the rating rivalry. So very interesting there. Now I need to get a rating of 83. That's going. I think that may continue even in the next year. Keep going here. I think everything's going to go up. Very nice there. I need to get some accolades. We go up a little bit in terms of recognition, but we need to start completing some of these accolades to be able to gain big amounts of points. I think also completing the first season should help in terms of like experience, that sort of stuff. So we'll see about that. I didn't even go through race results either. I thought I had an extra click.
It seems as if
go,
you have a new rival. This is the perfect opportunity to show
we now
why
have
you belong in this sport.
rivals for all
You
three.
belong amongst my very exclusive clientele. That's a joke. I love working with you.
3 different type of rivalries. We're up 5-1 on Ocon in terms of that rivalry. Only thing he's beating us at is race results, which he has 15-6 on us on that. But yeah, looking good here. Not too bad at all. We got a bit of a gap before Las Vegas. Can be looking at some new parts for sure. So hope you enjoyed the episode today. Lots of crazy stuff as always at Brazil. But yeah, hope you enjoyed today's episode. We'll see you in the next one for Las Vegas. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.